My name is Lisa Ford. I am an emergency physician. I work for Ochsner Health, which is a large integrated delivery network in the Southeast, in the Gulf South. I am our inpatient ACMIO, and I am also the assistant medical director of our virtual care center, and I am still a practicing emergency physician. So what really attracted me to participate in ViVE in general and the Provider and Payer Connect portion of it was I had several colleagues that had participated in the past couple of years, and I think universally they felt like this was a really great new conference on the scene, and I had a lot of recommendations to do it. And then I also had a couple of friends and colleagues who were coming, and so there's additional motivation to do it just to see people and reconnect. So my Provider and Payer Connect experience was definitely a novel experience. I give ViVE a lot of credit for trying something new and different. So instead of just filtering through a lot of emails or hearing things from people on LinkedIn and scheduling time at booths, you're able to fit in a lot in a short period of time. The other part I thought was really interesting was the ability to have bi-directional reach out and kind of almost like a matchmaking type of session. And so given the speed of what's happening in healthcare right now, you may not know who you want to meet with next week, this week. And so there was a lot of flexibility in how to set that up, and I really appreciated that part of it. The way that I think this program can benefit Ochsner is by truly being a place of reconvening. And so a lot of what happens is we get really busy, everybody's got great projects going on. You may even read about your colleagues' projects, but you don't really get a chance to sit down and really flesh it out and talk through it unless there's a reason. And so it's almost like having the perfect excuse to just really get down to what makes the most difference to you, and then you don't have to rework it. If you already have a friend or someone that you worked with before who solved a problem, then you get to build on a problem and not just start from scratch. I think the variety was excellent. In fact, some of the larger conferences have gotten a bit overwhelming, and so I think you can hit a bit of a happy medium where you have enough of the same type of product that you can evaluate against each other, but you're not having so many that you're never going to get through them all. And so I think whatever that filtering process is seems to be working really well, because the different types of programs are at different stages of maturity. So you have really feisty, new startups, but they have a true business model. Then you've got the more mature programs. Depending on your stage of growth as an organization, you might need a different mix of those different pieces and parts. I think that it's a great experience. I think that, I'm likely to do it again after doing it this year. I think that one thing that I would suggest to someone is to spend some time in the app ahead of the conference so you really get to see how it works, because it can be a really great tool and then you're not starting behind the 8 balls. And I always tell people for every conference, go and get your badge the first day and don't wait for the morning of the big day. My overall experience was very positive. As I said, I plan to likely attend. This was my first ViVE event, but actually the first health event that I've done. And so it sparked some interest in a lot of the partners with CHIME and health. And I think that it's a great partnership across those different entities, and you get to combine them into one experience. What I'm looking forward to next year is, once you kind of know how it works, I think you can accelerate what you can do with it. So it's just like anything else. We say in medicine, see one, do one, teach one. I'm an emergency physician, and so now, I've kind of seen one, and next one I can really do full force, and then hopefully I'll be on the teaching stage in year 3.